Testing 1 2 1 2.
Is it working? It's working.
It's freaking working. Welcome to the second episode of JustReal with you, Ali Kazma, property consultant in the residential market in Dubai, and with me, my dear colleague
Ahmad Didi, I'm a property consultant in the past couple of years in Dubai's real estate residential market. And today's episode, we're gonna be talking about three main topics. The first topic is the market sentiment in the last couple of weeks. The second topic is the historical April's record that happened in Dubai in the past month. And the third main topic would be some new launches, hot launches in Dubai's off-plan sector. So, Ali, what do you think, as a Dubai Hills specialist in the secondary market, what do you think about the market sentiment recently, about the demand that's happening in the area?
All right, so I'm going to be tackling more specifically Dubai Hills, since I do specialize there, like you said. Right now, we're seeing a slowdown, okay? For a couple of reasons, the difficulty of getting mortgages at the moment. Now, some apartments are priced as much as villas. So people are really undecisive. And even in terms of location, people are looking for housing that is more affordable, just because we see the uncertainty in the market, which in my opinion, there shouldn't be any, but at the same time, everybody calculates every penny. So when it comes to the villa and the townhouse market, it's doing pretty good. Supply is still very low, hence why prices are continuously increasing, okay? When we go to the apartments, we're seeing a slowdown even in the prices. So the capital appreciation that happened over the past 4 years, we don't see it as much now. So it's more or less stagnant, and whoever really wants to sell, well, unfortunately, will have to reduce his price. But overall, I would tell you, sentiment is good. Just there's a slight slowdown just because of a couple of geopolitical factors in the world and the mortgages issue. That's my take on Dubai Hills Estate. But I know that you do work downtown. Do you feel like it's similar in your area as well, or what's the difference?
Look, basically, downtown follows Dubai Hills because both of them are kind of mature areas, right? Where the demand is there already, where families are there, end users and investors. So the same thing is happening in downtown now. And since downtown is all about apartments, okay, you don't have villas, you don't have townhouses for sure. So because all of the market is, the market's demand is decreasing for apartments, and there is an increase versus an increase for villas and townhouses, so the downtown is also a bit stagnant, okay? The downtown is a mature area where the demand is always there, but there's not much increase in the price per square foot or capital appreciation like month to month. This is what's happening.
Actually, I forgot to say that at the same time, Dubai Hills, since there's a lot of projects that are going to be handed over, that's also a factor that comes into play, because a lot of people are waiting for these new projects to be handed over to get better prices as well. So they're going to tell you, oh, maybe when comes the handover, I'll get a better price than something that's already ready. Plus, at the same time, it's new. Or if I'm able to get it at the same price, then why not, right? I would personally get something that's new for the same price as something that's been handed over 3 years ago.
Yes, 100%. And I would add to this as well that I think because the rental income is not much as before. So before we used to see 8%, 9% ROI from rental income in apartments especially. But now it's maximum 5 to 6%, and this doesn't make it as lucrative as before to invest in apartments nowadays. So yes, you're right, maybe the new people will wait for new launches. Maybe there is a price correction in the apartments sector in Dubai Hills. I'm sure not in the villas, because we are at undersupply for villas and townhouses. I think in downtown, it's the same condition. If a bank, let's say if a bank gives you 5% or 4.5% interest versus a property that gives you 4.5%, you have a lot of investors that will choose to buy, to put their money in the bank for this interest,
Rather
right?
than
Rather than investing in a property where they don't know will it appreciate more or will not.
So exactly, you're right on that point. Now we see investors, they're more into the flipping their properties than just to rent it out, because they see the ROI and they tell themselves like, okay, I could put it at the bank for the same thing and I'll be more liquid, right?
Yeah.
Because to be liquid buying a house, I call it an illiquid asset,
Yeah.
meaning that it takes time. There's a process between you selling and you getting your cash in the bank to be able to buy anything else, right?
Yeah.
So basically, when you buy properties, is more of an asset, less of cash, right?
Yeah, yeah. But what's good about this, though, is the people who said Dubai's real estate market is a bubble 2 or 3 years back, now they see that we are coming to a state where the market is mature, is becoming more mature. Hence, we have lower rental rates, let's say. This also proves that it's a more mature market. It's a buy and hold market. So not for flipping anymore, not for easy return on equity. It's more of the real, in my opinion, the real estate strategy. The healthiest one is buying, holding, renting, and then when you need some liquid, you can sell it for a premium.
But again, you have multiple strategies when you go into real estate. Some people, they like the flipping action, right? Buy something off plan, make 20-30% on it, boom, sell it.
Yeah, but okay. Speaking of this, how many options do you have now in the market that will make 20-30% in 1 or 2 years?
Well, now in the market, no. You have to really be specific to what you buy, how much you buy, and so on, right? And even the payment plan will affect your return on equity. But I'm saying those people that had bought before, they're making, in Dubai Hills, the newly handed over project, these people made over 40% capital appreciation. Yeah. So they made a lot of money. And for them, it's a better exit to take out the money than to have it rented out, because they could actually put this somewhere else where they might get more returns.
Look, 100%. It's at the end of the day, it's a strategy. There is no one strategy in Dubai.
Exactly.
There's multiple strategies based on what is the goal for you as an investor, right? Do you want fast money? Do you want to keep it for the long term? Do you want to get a mix of both, a return on investment from rental income plus capital appreciation? This depends on you at the end of the day. But what happened from 2 to 3 years in Dubai's market, and we know this already, is the increase in prices. It didn't happen in 1 or 2 areas. Yes, you have areas that perform better than other areas. Definitely. Absolutely, and that's a demand and supply game, basic economics. But at the same time, all of Dubai increased in price per square foot, all of Abu Dhabi as well, because it's booming nowadays, the real estate market in Abu Dhabi. It increased in value, let's say, right?
And for the reasons that we had mentioned before, the high net worth individual coming in, people enjoying the tax-free environment, the weather is nice here, the safety, and so on and so forth. So yeah, the UAE is becoming more and more attractive. And this shows by the market report from April, actually.
Exactly. So coming to the market report of April, we achieved a historical month.
Tell me, how much?
In Dubai's market. So basically, Dubai achieved 63 billions in sales transactions. Okay,
that's crazy.
And that's a mix of secondary and off-plan. But imagine that 70% of this 63 billions is in the off-plan
sector. My
Exactly.
God. My God. So you see, there's still a lot of investors that are attracted to the off-plan market because of the payment plan, because of the long-term appreciation. Dubai, in my opinion, hasn't peaked yet. It will come a time where it will. Okay, I don't deny this, and it's not a rocket that
I
goes
think the
to
more
the moon.
mature the market is, the more we will see peaking price. We will see stagnant prices, and this makes it more investor friendly.
Yeah, definitely. Which is a good sign. It's a good sign for the real estate market as well.
100%.
So what would, out of the 63 billion, so 70%, wow.
So 70% is off plan, 30% is in the secondary. And that's why we see some stagnation, you can say, in the like stagnant prices in the secondary itself as well, because of plan is booming. We have to say that some of, or like a big portion of these numbers, okay, two launches have contributed to them. The first launch was Amar Oasis, the last phase. That was launched a couple of months back. It's reflected now in the system, in the transactions. The second one is the reflection of Palm Jabal Ali, which had a great demand.
And when you say the reflection, just to clarify.
So basically, why they are reflected now? Because they were sold a couple of months back, but now they are reflected in Dubai Land Department because of the SPAs and Uqoods. This is what happens. Let's segment the sales transactions that happened, which are already the 63 billions. We will see that apartments contributed to 77% of these transactions, while villas contributed to 19%, commercial 2%, and plots 2% as well.
So basically, people are more looking to invest into apartments. In my opinion, it's maybe because of the affordability.
100%.
That's one big factor.
Affordability, you have payment, you have flexible payment plans, especially from smaller.
And the higher supply as well, right? Because there's more supply of apartments than of villas.
100%.
Because I'm sure that if they had launched the same amount of villas as apartments, you would see it be equal.
Exactly. Like how many times we had tokens for villas or townhouses and we could not get one from the major developers such as Nakhil, Miras, etc.
Because they sell out like this.
100%.
Hot cakes, man.
Now, if we compare, Ali, April transactions versus the month before, March transactions, we will see that March recorded 22.7 billions in value, okay, versus April, which recorded 27 billions. That's a 19.38% increase in the number of in the value of transactions, month to month.
Month to month. So wait. So one was 22. The other one was
27.
Then why do you say it's 63 billion in sales?
No, combined. That's only apartments.
Okay. So you're comparing apartments.
Yeah, that's only apartments. So apartments in March versus apartments in April.
Yeah.
It's a 19% increase.
Okay.
Okay. In villas, are you ready?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. In villas, we recorded in March 14.9 billions.
Yeah.
What do you think we recorded in April?
I don't know. Maybe another 20%, 20, 30%.
25 billion.
Wow.
That's a 67% increase in transactions.
Wow.
Imagine.
Wow. That's crazy. So 14 billion
Yeah.
to 27.
Yeah.
How is that 67%?
14 billion
Yeah.
to 24 billion.
How is that 67%?
That's a 10 billion increase.
Yeah.
From 14 to 24 billion.
Oh shit! In my head,
That's a 69% increase.
You're gonna cut this, by the way, because I
It's
got
fine.
I got confused. I was like, what? Yeah, 67 billion. Yeah,
67% increase or value change. In the commercial, we have a minus 8.33%. And I'm assuming it's because we are getting into the hot season now, right? Where you don't have much tourists as before. And also families, you know, like their children finish from schools and then they travel abroad, and then you will not see much of a commercial activity, you can say, in Dubai. And this is pretty normal. The plots increased around 14%, 8.5 from 8.5 billions in March to 9.7 billions in April.
See, that's
and
a good sign.
this is exactly, it's more developments.
Exactly. You know that people are buying, and that will be developments in the future.
100%, which makes the total, okay, month to month difference 47 billions in March, 63 billions in April. That's a 32.77 increase in value.
Wow, that's amazing. You see, so there is it's still on a big growth. Now I can't wait to see next month what happens, since everything was recorded from Jabal Ali and the Oasis in the month of April. Let's see what happens in May.
100%. With that said, I would like to speak about 3 hot projects now in Dubai, in Dubai's off-plan sector. Okay, one of them is Verde Tower 2 by Shoba in JLT. The second one is a new phase from Grand Polo by Ahmad. The third one would be the talk of the town is Jumeirah Residences by Dubai Holding. It will be in DIFC next to Emirates Towers.
So the Verde project that you're talking about, just tell me a bit about the location and the developer just briefly.
Verde Tower 2 was following Verde Tower 1 that had a lot of massive success in the new JLT, where there is Upper House of Ellington, there is Palma Developments. There's a couple of developers there directly next to Jumeirah Islands. Okay, I call it the new JLT. Maybe it's wrong. I call it the new JLT because it's JLT is already way old, right? So this is basically on the right side of the old JLT.
And whoever doesn't know JLT, it's Jumeirah Lake Towers.
Exactly. And this tower follows the success of Verde Tower 1, again from Shoba. This time Shoba made huge layouts. Okay, they had 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. Honestly, I forgot if they had studios even, but with the highest quality and overlooking Jumeirah Islands from one side and from the other side, Marina and JLT skyline.
So it's going to be an amazing project.
Exactly. Right? So location, accessibility, quality, it's second to none.
So, and his competitors? Ellington?
In the area there, Ellington, they have the Upper House. Palma Developments, they have now announced, or like 1 month, 2 months back, they announced 4 buildings in the same area. And the fourth one is Medore Residences. They have the most flexible payment plan. It's a bit pricey in terms of price per square foot compared to his competition, but because they have a very flexible payment plan with post and over, basically. I think it also comes fully furnished, the Medore Tower.
Nice.
Now...
So can you call it the downtown 2.3, the 3.0?
No, nothing is downtown 2.0, nothing is downtown 3.0. Guys, whoever says Creek Harbor is downtown 2.0, I don't agree with you. Okay, let's be honest about downtown is downtown. Downtown is the metropolitan of Dubai. It's the city center, it's the downtown, it's the city center. It's the best. I think it's the heart of Dubai.
It is.
Okay?
It is.
It's the heart of Dubai's real estate, even. So I don't think there is someone who doesn't love downtown already, investor-wise and end-use-wise. Okay, living there, experience everything.
Downtown is this.
And you have the business bay, you have the financial center beside you. Unless they remove business bay and financial center, take them next to Creek Harbor.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But no, Creek Harbor is great. It's one of it's A'mar. Okay, it's A'mar. We already know that A'mar is the infrastructure already of Dubai's real estate market. It's shaping everything in Dubai, taking the best plots, taking the best locations, and such a master developer. But yeah, downtown is...
downtown is downtown, yeah, that's a famous quote. Okay, so the second project that you were talking about, the Grand Polo, it's a new master community that I know about it, by Amar again. It's going to be next to the MAC. I know it's going to be next to Al Maktoum Airport. Mainly standalone villas, as we saw as per the master plan. Okay, you might have a couple buildings here and there, but still nothing is announced. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what MR is going to give us.
Yeah, but what do you think about, like, what's different? Why Grand Polo was sold in few hours versus other launches from MR in the same area that did have stock remaining with them?
When you get into a new phase, so first phase 1 of a new master community, that's when you're at the bottom pricing. And we know the strategies of the developers is that for every project or for every phase that you have in a community, in a master community, it increases in prices. Yeah. So you're better off to get into the first phase because you're going to get the best location. Yeah. You're gonna get the sizes. Anyways, the sizes are pretty similar between phase 1 and phase 2, but just in terms of location, it's gonna be top. You're in at the first, right? So basically, you have all the advantages of being in this master community. Again, the location is beautiful. Yeah. The developer is top notch. Not one of the best in Dubai's real estate market at the moment. MR is top. So I have nothing to say. I just can't wait to see how it performs.
Going to Jumeirah Towers or Jumeirah Residences
In
by
DIFC.
Dubai Holding in DIFC. It's the talk of the town for the past couple of days already. We don't have any information yet except the starting prices and the typologies because it's still fresh, it's still new. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom apartments, huge layouts. 1 bedroom starting 3.5, going up to the 4 bedrooms, which are at around 13.5 or 14 millions, even plus. One of the best projects in the IFC 1.
When you say DIFC 1, is there DIFC 2?
Yeah. You don't know?
Oh,
You don't know
okay.
there's the IFC 2?
Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard of it.
Yeah,
You-
the IFC 2, they did already the zoning, okay, where it will be. It's basically next to the IFC 1. No projects announced, nothing announced yet. But there's a lot of companies already opting in, you know, they want to come. And of course, who follows these companies, who follows demand, supply. So the developers, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great.
Nice, nice, nice. So everything that we've talked about will be in the description below. If you want to see any brochures, link, description, we'll set up everything for you guys to see down below. And thank you again for listening, and see you in the next episode. Thank you, Ahmad.
Thank you, Ali.